Morning. Today we are discuss about computer-based control system developments. The first applications of computers of industrial process was in the area of plant monitoring and supervisory control. In September 1958, the first industrial computer system for plant monitoring was installed at an electrical utility power generation station. This innovation provided an automatic data acquisition capability. In 1959 and 1960, supervisory computer control systems were installed in a refinery and a chemical plant. In these applications, analog controller were still primary means of control. The computer used the available input data to calculate control set points. The next step in the evaluation of computer process control was the use of the computer in the primary loop itself. In a mode usually known as a direct digital control of DDC. The first direct digital control system was installed in 1963 in petrochemical plant. For security, the backup analog control system was provided to ensure that process could be run automatically in the event of a computer failure. The advantages of digital control over analog control: tuning parameters and set points. Complex control algorithm can be implemented to improve the plant operation and control tuning parameters can be set adaptively to track the changing operation condition. As a result of development described above, two industrial control system architectures came to dominate the scene by the end of 1970s. The typical examples of these architectures are shown in figure 1.2 and 1.3. Here the hybrid system architecture. Here the VDU and then next VDU, then mass storage and printer, then supervisory computer. First here the data acquisition system to process, another data acquisition system, then analog control subsystems, analog control subsystem, then sequential control subsystem, and then bidirectional movement of panel board instrumentation. The next one is a interfacing hardware. It's a bidirectional of the analog control subsystem. In this system, bidirectional movement of the supervisory computer, and then supervisory controller, then VDU and another VDU, mass storage and printer, bidirectional movement in the hybrid system architecture. The architecture is a hybrid one, making use of combinations discrete control hardware and computer hardware in a central location to implement the required control functions. In this approach, first level or local control of the plant unit operations is implemented by using discrete analog and sequential controllers. Panel board instrumentations connected to these controllers used operating interfacing and is located central control room area. Supervisory computer and associated data acquisition system are used to implement the plant management functions, including operating point optimization, alarming, data logging, and historical data storage and retrieval. The computer also used to drive its own operator interface, usually consisting one or more video display units, that means VDU. Next, general computer system architecture. Here the panel board instruments optional, then panel board interfacing hardware, then visual display unit, that means VDU, and then mass storage and printer, then peripheral interfacing device, that means PIR, then computer, then bidirectional movement, and then failover switching and a computer system systemized and synchronizing the process manufacturing to process. That is called the central computer system architecture. Yeah. Another dominant architecture is shown in figure 1.3. This type of all the system functions are implemented in high performance computer hardware in central location. In general, redundant computers are required so that the failure of a single computer does not shut the whole process down. Operator interfacing for plant management functions is provided using computer-driven VDUs. The operator interfacing for first level continuous and sequential closed loop control also may be implemented using VDUs. Optionally, the computer can be interfaced to standard panel board instrumentation, so that the operator in change first level control can use a more familiar set of control and display hardware. Note, both of the above system use computer. The main difference between the two systems is the location of the implementation of the first level continuous and sequential logic control functions. Here the distributed control system architecture. Here the high level human interface, that means HLI, and then high level human interfacing device, then shared communication facilities, then communication interface, and then general purpose, and then first is a process is a low level human interface. That means first is a data input output unit, and then next one is a low level human interface, data input output unit. Another one is a low level data input output, process transducer and actuators in this distributed control system architecture. Introduction. Disadvantages of centralized computer control architecture is the central processing unit, that means CPU, represent single point process. If it is lost, software required to implement all of the function is extremely complex, limited in its capability to accommodate change and expansion. This disadvantages of hybrid architecture has its deficiencies. It's composed many different subsystems, starting them and making them work as an integrated whole is a difficult task. Distributed system, the limitation of centralized computer system and a hybrid system introduce distributed control system. The generalized distributed control architecture shown in figure, these devices in this architecture are grouped into the three categories. First one is a interface directly to the process to be controlled, monitored. Then second one, perform high level human interfacing and computing functions. Then third one is a communication between devices. A brief definition of each devices is given below. Local control unit, the smallest collection of hardware in the system, can do closed loop control. That means local control unit interfaces directly to process. And the next one, low level human interface, LLHI. a device that allows the operators or instrumentation engineer to interact with the LCU. Example, checkpoints. That means low-level human interface. Also, interface directly to the processor. Operator-oriented hardware at this level is called low-level operator interfaces. That means LLOI. And the instrument engineer oriented hardware is called low-level engineering. That means LLEI. A data input and output DOU. Output unit, a device that interfaces to the process slowly. The purpose of acquiring and outputting data. It performs no control functions. High-level human interfaces. That means HLHI, a collection of hardware that performs functions similar to the LLHI with increased capability and user friendliness. It is interface the other devices shared communication facilities. Operator-oriented hardware at this level is called high-level operator interface. HLOI, and instrument engineer oriented hardware is called high level engineering interface, HLEI. And the next high level computing device, a collection of computer based hardware that performs plant management functions performed by a plant computer. It interfaces to other devices over shared communication facility. Computer interface device, a collection of hardware that allows external general purpose to interact with the devices DCS using shared communication facilities. And then next, shared communication facilities, one or more level of communications, hardware and associated software that allow the sharing of data among all devices in DCS. Shared communication facilities do not include dedicated communication channels. Thank you.